Interested in Riftbound but don't know how to play? Here are the rules in less than 2 minutes. Riftbound uses a point-based system, and you win the game by scoring 8 points before your opponent. Your deck is made up of 1 champion legend, 40-card main deck, a 12-card rune deck, and 3 battlefields to play with. Champion legends dictate the color of the cards you can have in your main deck and has an effect that persists throughout the entire game. Your main deck is made up of spells, gear, and units. Make sure one of them is a champion unit that matches your legend. You can only have up to 3 copies of the same card in your deck. Your rune deck is made up of 12 rune cards, and you can have any number of the same rune. Battlefield cards are where the battles take place. Each player will choose one at the start of the game, and the battlefields are chosen at random in a best of 1. To set up, place the battlefield between the players. Your board consists of a main deck, rune deck, and champion legend. During setup, choose a champion unit from your deck that matches your legend and place it next to it. You're going to be able to play this card from this zone whenever you need, as if it was in your hand. To start the game, each player will draw 4 cards from their main deck. They can then choose to recycle up to 2 cards they don't want from their hand to the bottom of their deck and draw a new card for each one recycled. At the start of your turn, you can do 4 things. Ready any exhausted units, check if you're holding any battlefields and activate any beginning effects, flip over 2 runes from the top of the rune deck, 3 if it's your first turn when going last, and draw a card from your main deck. On your turn, you can play cards by exhausting and recycling runes to play their costs, and move unexhausted units to and from battlefields, exhausting them in the process. Units will be played exhausted to your base or a battlefield you control, spells will be put into the trash when used, and gear will be played unexhausted into the base. When a unit is moved to an unoccupied battlefield, a showdown begins, where players can play actions and reactions to influence the outcome. If a unit is moved to a battlefield with enemy units, the showdown happens as normal, and then each player will add up the total might of their units to distribute as damage to the opponent's units. Any unit that has more damage than its might is killed and sent to the trash. If, after the showdown, the attackers are the only ones remaining, you conquer that battlefield and gain a point. If you have any units at a battlefield at the start of your turn, you are holding that battlefield, and you also gain a point. You can gain your final point by holding a battlefield, but you can only gain it by conquering if you've either held or conquered the other battlefields that turn. If you don't, conquering draws you a card instead of scoring a point. And there we have it. That is a basic overview of the rules of Riftbound. If you want to go deeper, check out our Riftbound overview and rule video on our channel.